Our second preliminary features a newcomer, Nicole Burgress from Surrey, BC, against Brenda Pankoff of London, Ontario, making her fourth appearance at the Pins Game. So we say welcome to Nicole.
Just about coaxed that one up there.
I'm sure there might be just a few nerves.
Only been bowling for 15 years, so relative newcomer,
yeah,
depending on some of the resumes that you look at. Brenda, in the meanwhile, 37 years.
Playing for $50 a frame. Little off balance and doesn't get away with it. So a 12 count for Nicole here in this first frame.
Big opportunity now for Brenda. Do it with one shot.
Well, she'll get a chance with two, though. Well, she's won the frame because she has 13 count there.
Exactly, enough to win. Now, try to be sharp on the corner. You're going to look for, you know, a real good shot. That ball just covers that pin.
You have to be good at math to do this game, don't you? I was almost caught right there. I had to do the quick addition, and there's a spare for.
I just kind of go to the Jethro school and carry the knot. And
yes. Beverly Hillbillies fan, yes. On the fancy eating table, there's a strike for Brenda Pankoff.
And the pot passers. Yes, the pot passers.
Yes, you're showing our age. So pressure immediately on Nicole, as she needs a strike to force the carry over here. And it'll be a second straight frame for Brenda Pankoff and a quick $100 lead.
Well thrown ball, though. Nicole delivered that very nicely. I think it was off the mark a little bit, but it was a smooth shot. Stayed down on it. Just didn't quite get up to her target. So she may be making a little adjustment. Make sure that she hits that spot she's aiming for. Better shot there.
Very much. Spare. First timer Nicole Burgress from Surrey, BC, studying culinary arts at Vancouver Community College against Brenda Pankoff from London, Ontario, in her fourth appearance. Oh, look at that. Nicole Burgress picks up the strike.
Really impressed with the good action that she gets on the ball. She struggled to hit the middle in the first two frames, but this time now, it just moves up so sweet. No question about the pins disappearing. And picks up her first frame.
First frame.
Always nice to get that first one.
So that's 3 straight marks for Brenda, who will keep her pin count going. She is a physiotherapist specializing in rheumatoid arthritis at the St. Joseph's Healthcare Centre in London, Ontario.
Wide on that one. Off to the right this time. A little off balance at the finish of that shot. See if she can correct that and make the spare. Drop this one.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an open frame. Question is, can she get the last 5 sticks off there? Count the 15, force Nicole into throwing a mark.
And she'll get all 15, so leaves no wood, as they say. She started when she was 5.5 in youth bowling. As you say, she's been bowling for 15 years. Psychology has come into the game as she throws back-to-back strikes. does little mental exercises prior to each ball. And I suspect when you started out, you didn't do that kind of thing, did you?
We didn't have any clue what visualization was. Just throw the ball down the lane. Another good shot coming in here. Almost squeezes it. A little wide of the mark on that one. Right corner, though. If she can convert this, it's going to force Brenda to throw a strike when she responds in the 5th.
And those back-to-back strikes has given Nicole the lead in pin count.
Oh, bad miss here.
Yeah, that hurts.
Kind of gather yourself up now. Don't compound the error by missing it again. Leave another right corner later on in the game, and all of a sudden that comes back to haunt you that you didn't pick it up on either attempt. So it's an important shot right now. Forces Brenda to mark. Would bring her up to 128 through the first 5 frames.
Oh, that's after 2 straight strikes, that hurts.
Well, it's a good time to sit down on the bench. Let Brenda Pankoff take her shots. Struggle there, off to the left side.
That's 2 frames in a row where she's failed to find the head pin.
Yeah. 3rd, 4th, and the 5th frame now. Missing the middle. So she's struggling a little bit to find that first ball target.
Oh, she'll be at the spare. And she'll pick up the frame. And they take the lead now by $50.
This is better. Just tracks in, stays high on the head pin, but gets good pin action off that right 3-pin into the corner. Converts the spare. Okay, she's got to find the range pretty quick because after a slow start for Nicole, opens in the 1st and 2nd, spare in the 2nd, but missed the middle both times. She has been fitting the ball on the side of the head pin very nicely. Brenda is struggling with that first shot. Managing to make a conversion again, though. So
she seems to bowl a lot quicker, though, Greg. She seems to be really fast.
She does look just a little out of rhythm here, yes. You know, that ball just barely snags the head pin. So
Nicole Burgess, strike will give it to her, and she gets it. She'll pick up the frame. The $50, we're all even.
Really nice rotation on the ball.
Hopes to start her own catering company. She's in her 1st year of this culinary arts course at Vancouver Community College. Oof.
Tough break there for the split. Very close to carrying the left corner, but she's going to have to rely now on trying to pick up the 15. Unless she gets that pin to slide all the way across. Set up on the right side. She's got to move it over there. Good try.
Very good.
If this ball just tracks a little more at the end. You see how quickly it's moving right at the end?
Yeah.
If it just moves a fraction more, she covers that.
Gets her 15 count. To sit at 169 through 7 frames.
Yeah, 4 straight misses now for Brenda. A good break for her now. The chop goes. So where Nicole had that stubborn corner remain, Brenda gets the break, has the opportunity for the spare now.
And the spare gives her the frame and the $50. She has 3 spares in a row on the card. So she has pin count 2 climbing in her favor.
Just that one single strike, though, back in the second. This is better.
Yes, boy. What a splash that was. That climbed up and came down to catch the corner. I mean, that fell down and caught the corner.
Good working shot on that one. Now forces Nicole to match the strike.
Oh boy, and track back.
She's got it moving so nicely down the lane. Carry the frame.
Playing for $100.
Only one pin separating the two players. Brenda Pankoff with a 1-pin advantage through 7 frames. Both with strikes working in the 8th.
A little off balance.
Well, again, missed it bad enough that you took the 3-2. Much easier shot to spare than if you just punch the 3-pin out. So way off balance. Stays behind the foul line, though. Chance to cover the spare and right through the nose.
And we don't see it very often. What happens if you do cross the foul line?
Well, we've adopted in our format the 10-pin foul rule, and that would be that if you cross the line on a delivered ball, the ball is a dead ball. The pins are re-racked to what they were before. The points are in and don't count. It's like a 0, and it's a lost ball. Normally in 5-pin, it's 15 points taken off your game. But in our particular format, we've adopted the 10-pin foul rule so that it keeps that playing field relatively level.
Brenda Pankoff has a chance here to advance. Oh, goodness. And now she'll need to clean up both sides just to force another carryover.
Huge pressure here now.
Wow.
Has to execute 2 good shots.
No. Can she make this? Is there any way of making this?
She has to try it. She has no option. Pinfall is still close, but she loses these 2 frames. She's really down to the crunch. So, okay, 12 is the final count. She trails now by 5 pins and 5 frames to 4. So all Nicole has to do is match whatever Brenda does in the 10th to move on.
So Brenda, to advance, needs the final frame of $50 and needs to have it decided by pin count.
Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 misses on first ball attempts in this game. It's just way too many. Well, we've seen stranger things happen. But I doubt whether 10 would win this frame. She's got to pick the pin.
She's got it. Closes
219.
with a 15. To close it off.
Okay. All right. Story here. If she loses the frame, she need only score 11 pins in total to win on pinfall. She can still split the frame. She has 5 currently. All right, there's 10. Gotta hit a stick. Potential tie game. Not anymore.
Nope, she did it. Nicely done. Nicole Burgress gets the 15. They split the final frame, and Nicole Burgress advances, winning $275 to the $225 of Brenda Pankoff. And so what a quarterfinal we're going to have. 2 first timers. Nicole Burgress against Tracy Pardy when we come back to Calgary. Tracy out of Corner Brook, Newfoundland. Nicole from Surrey, BC. East against west as far as it can be. I guess only Vancouver Island would be a little further west. And we're all even through 2.
Okay, finally on the middle, but too much. Right on the head pin. She's leading off now. The importance of the 15 on these shots. Got to cover it off. Make your opponent work for that frame. Good job on the right side. Nice to see her taking her time. It's an important shot. Just off the target for 12.
Remember, too, that so far, Shelley McDonald, the former champion, has the high score of the non-qualifiers. She has a 244, but should Nicole win this game, it would be Tracy Pardy who goes through. So there's that added bonus of the TSN Challenge, high scores of, and then of course there's that ladder system in that. We'll go to conventional scoring for that, and will be the ladder system 4 against 3, 3 against 2, 2 against 1. So if you should be the highest qualifier, you'll go right to the final.
One game for $1,000.
One game for $1,000.
So Nicole picks up her second frame now.
That's better.
There's the good working ball again.
She's around the head pin, and it pays off in a strike here in 4.
Nice finish at the end of this. Just reaches up and watches the ball track over to the right side of the head pin. Carry them all for the strike in 4. Tracy now has made a couple of mistakes early on in the match here. Compounded it with one more right now. Loses another frame. Nearly the conversion, but one pin remains.
You have your chance as well to qualify for the TSN Pins game. Contact your local bowling center for the qualifiers in your local center. December 4th through March the 6th are the initial qualifying dates. And another 15 count for Tracy Pardy, but she has fallen behind now by 2 frames, and her pin count is off as well.
And yet to mark in the game period. So misses in 1, 2, and 4. Couldn't convert any of those. The head pin in 3. Perhaps starting to go a little quicker than she was before. Causing her to be off the mark a little bit. Just needs to gather herself. Get comfortable. Don't force the ball. Just let it go.
Just like that, huh?
That looked much better, yes.
Well, she has her first mark, a spare here in 5.
Just a nice smooth arm swing there. Good balance at the finish. Ball tracks in, end over end, carries all the pins. The good result from the good delivery.
Still has a chance to force a carryover if she can get that left corner.
Well, that's probably the best thing that could happen to Tracy right now, is get involved in a carryover.
Yeah. Oh, and there's the
There's a
First
gift.
frame to Tracy. She'll pick up, or her second $100, pardon me. So she trails by a frame. The gentleman in the foreground is the president of the bowling proprietors. That's Brian Sargent, Claude Rayon from Chelmsford, Ontario, Arnie Rollins, Terry McLeod from the 5-Pin Bowlers Association. We welcome them all. Nice to see them again on our yearly visit.
So Nicole now gives up another frame. Got a pinfall advantage. Throws a good ball to back this one up to lead off the 6th. This is a better shot. Really gets it out on the lane. Tracks over into the right-hand pocket. Ball does its work by carrying off the right 2-pin, and the 5-3-2 take out the left 2-pin. Just lines this one up. As it's delivered out of her hand, it's just rolling end for end and right onto the middle. You couldn't be more deadly on that one.
So is that the problem of the bowler with the straight ball as compared to those who throw the backup ball, for example?
Yeah, you give yourself a little more benefit with the angle and getting a little spin on the pin, so to speak, when it catches the rubber. And you know, sometimes you can pull that off, get out of it with a split, maybe a better count, the chop off.
Oh boy.
Final result here, 7. Frame was already gone, so hopefully she just got that one out of her mind and can now regather herself. She's going to start the 7th frame.
But it is advantage Nicole Burgess, both in money, up by a couple of frames, and pin count.
Yet to strike.
No.
Yeah, still the same way. Still needs to find that first strike. Left corner standing on this one. Need to get the pin reset. Only 84 through 6 frames. Ball just a little off balance at the finish. Manages to stay to the side, but not quite enough. That 3-pin goes over, just barely brushes by the left corner. And now she needs to pick up this spare. That'll force Nicole into throwing a strike. No. Well off the mark again.
Yeah, but again, you know, got to the line maybe too quickly. And when you do that, you're forced to pull back a little bit. You're worried about fouling. Manages to cover all the pins, gets her 15 count, but it's just the 1 mark so far. That came in the 5th for Tracy Pardy.
And yet to strike.
Yeah.
So Nicole, a huge advantage here right now.
Look at the pin count. 102 to 77. That's through 5. And she's got a strike up in 6.
Oh, very close to the kickback. Right corner.
And she needs that then for the frame to win the $100. There it is. So she'll pick up another $100. Leads by 3 and reason to smile indeed.
She looks pretty comfortable right now. 5 out of the first 7 frames. Nice advantage on the pinfall.
Great ball.
And it's do or die now for Tracy. She either throws a strike here to match up, or she's eliminated but moves on to the TSN Challenge with that 2:45 game from before and eliminates Shelley McDonald.
That's funny how that works out. You've got a strike here. You got your first one. She does.
Okay.
So we're carrying over to play for $200 in the ninth. And she's still alive, Tracy Pardy.
Throws this one with a little more authority, I think. Arm swings up there a little better. Fits the ball on the side, gets the good result. Carries that frame and now leads off in the ninth.
Another one? Look at that. Where have they been, she says.
Well, you know who Shelley McDonald's pulling for.
Yes. Yeah. Shelley bowled a 244, losing by that one pin to Tracy Pardy. Way to go. What a great finish, ladies. Let's keep it going now. We'll take it to the 10th, and $300 is on the line. Tracy Pardy needs to win the money and needs a big finish when it comes to pin count to advance.
Best that Tracy can bowl is 234. Oh my goodness. That is expensive.
There is a former champion, Shelley McDonald, knows that if the pin count goes her way, she could potentially be in the
Needs to pick up
challenge.
the sticks. Good job on that side. Her best score now, 237. The best that Tracy can do, 234. She needs these 5 pins, though, for 237.
She got it? No.
She's got 12 for 234, so a potential tie coming up here.
Goodness gracious.
Tracy needs 3 strikes.
That's all there is to it, huh? Just needs to strike out. Nothing else will do. There's one.
So she picks up the frames. They're tied. She has to have 2 more strikes to tie pinfall, which would force us into a roll-off.
I can't remember if we've ever, I don't think so, not since I've been doing it. Can you remember a roll-off? No?
As a matter of fact, I can't. We've been close a few times. It's never appeared.
Another one to hold.
Here we go. She's got her shot here. She needs to do this one more time.
She gets a strike. We'll be tied in money. We'll be tied in pin count. Needs the strike. Tracy Pardy. Has she got the strike? Will we have a roll-off?
We do.
We will. Oh, my. So now as they check the board, they'll notice they're each at $500. They are tied at 234, and so we will have a 1-pin or a 1-frame roll-off.
We'll play the roll-off until somebody wins the frame.
Right.
So we'll keep going in our same format, frame at a time.
And so it will be Tracy to go first. So Tracy will get us going and have this roll-off. 1 frame. So this is really just like golf, sudden death. You keep playing the holes until 1 wins, and now we'll play frames until 1 wins. So Tracy.
No additional money.
No.
Sudden victory.
Yep. So Tracy to go first. We're all even.
She's
never before
5 consecutive strikes.
She got another one.
Ah, she gets a huge break for a chop. Ball's tracking in. It's going in high, and it looks like she's resigned herself to a head pin here. And suddenly, just that little touch of a kick and an opportunity for the spare.
Now she got the spare. No.
Pushed off to the side.
So a chance for 15 here. Now keep in mind as well what's at stake with regards to the challenge round. Should Nicole win the game, Tracy will go to the challenge round. If Tracy wins, Shelley McDonald goes to the challenge.
Because Nicole just came up a little shy with a 234 that game. That would have been, if she could have got by that 244, would have been enough. But here we go.
Is it over now? Oh,
here we go.
Now you've got to cover both sides, Nicole.
Two good shots required here
to force an extra frame roll off. You got both sides. There's the left
side.
All right, you need the right, and we'll go one more frame. And all the while, of course, Shelley McDonald is thinking, you miss one of these pins, and I'm going through to the challenge. Needs to get them both. Has she got them both? She does not. She'll
punches out the 3-pin
for a 13 count. Tracy Pardy will advance on the roll-off, and Shelley McDonald will advance to the challenge round. What a dramatic way to end this third week of women's 5-pin play. Congratulations. It's a party, you bet, for Tracy. For the first time ever, we had a roll-off in women's 5-pin play. Tracy Pardy, Nicole Burgess tied in money and pinfall, and then it was Tracy scoring 15 in the extra frame to advance. She becomes our third semifinalist. Till next time, thanks for joining us. The Pins Game on Canada's sports leader, TSN.